Hey everyone, how's it going? You have comic books but don't know how to properly store them? This video will help you with that. Storing comic books is pretty easy. There's only a few items you need, which you could get at your local comic book store. Starting from my left, you have some comic book boxes. There's different sizes for different types of comics. Then you have your bags. There's two kinds. There's poly bags and Mylar. I'll explain those later. Then you have your backing boards to help keep the comics straight. And then I prefer these stickers. They're for sealing the bags. They're pretty cheap and they don't stick onto the comics as easily as the Scotch tape does. And then lastly, of course, your comic books.
To store a comic, you just simply grab one bag of your choice and a backing board. You slide the board into the bag. Poly bags are alright, they last between 3 to 8 years and tear a little easy, but Mylar bags are considered to be the best to store your comics. It's used by the Library of Congress to store historical documents. Mylar bags can last up to 150 years. Next, you get whichever comic you're going to store and insert it into the bag, making sure it's resting on the shiny side of the backing board. Lastly, you just flip over the flap of the bag and seal it closed with the tape or the dots. I choose the dot stickers over regular Scotch tape because Scotch tape tends to stick to comic books easier, which can damage them, and the dots, they're easier to peel without damaging the comic. Once the comic is sealed and protected, you can place it into the comic book box standing upright. You can store them facing the same way, but some say to help prevent spine damage on the book to alternate the direction of the comics in the box. The choice is yours. There's two types of boxes for comics, short and long. The only difference is that long boxes can hold more. There's also plastic boxes that are a little more sturdier and better for if you're stacking them on top of each other. Lastly, there's also themed comic book boxes where they have designs and everything on the cover from Marvel to DC and everything else. There's also cardboard and plastic boxes designed specifically for graded comics. You can also have comics even more protected in the long run by getting them graded. They get sent out to one of few companies of your choice and come back rated from a 1 to a 10 and are sealed in a hard plastic case with information about the book on the top. It costs more to protect them this way, but it could be worth it in the long run.
And that's all it takes to help store your comics and keep them safe. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.